Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and welcome to another tutorial today. So thank you for joining me. We're going to be creating this card today using one of our older stamps, but I just wanted to talk to you about shadowing really, using our stencil brushes, different colours, and then just building up. These are just mini stamps, so there isn't really that many stamps on there, so it's a nice, quick, easy card to achieve. So I've got my white multifarious card, so I'm going to make a start by stamping our main feature, and I'm going to ink up in the Nocturne. So just making sure it is completely covered. I'm going to pop that down around about the centre of the card. Give that a good press down. Make sure that you get all that lovely detail. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. And now I stamped out onto the masking sheets and then cut out. So what I'm going to do now is just peel the backing off that. There we go. So I've done it this way round. You can either mask off, decorate around it and then stamp in at the end into the empty space, or you can stamp down, mask over the top and then add your stamps around. So what you've got to think about is just lining this up, try and get it the best we can. The good thing about the masking sheets though is that they are repositionable and that you can work with them a few times before they lose their tack. Give that a good press down, make sure it's not going anywhere, and now I'm going to use a selection of mini stamps. I've got quite a few different coloured VersaFines I'm going to use, some of the really nice bright colours. Heading towards summer, I thought it'd be quite nice to have lots of cheerful colours. So starting with the lightest one, now if you haven't got these particular mini stamps, don't worry about that, just use whichever ones you've got. It's just the technique that I'm showing you today. So I always go a little bit wider with the lighter colour, and then as it gets a stronger sort of darker colour, I use it tighter against the house, the edge there. Let's change our stamp and we'll go on to the summertime now. So And again, moving on to a different colour. Which colour haven't we used? This one, Glamorous. So I've got the very pretty floral one now. It's a really nice delicate stamp. So just change the angle as you go, so it doesn't look too repetitive. And finally, I'm now going to use the Warm Breeze. So inking up, I'm going to start along that edge. It's been a darker colour. And then I'm going to do just a few lighter ones. So stamp off. I just want to carry that off into the corner there. Like so. Okay. And now we can start doing a little bit of shading around the edge. So I've got two different colours here. I've got the Della Blue, so let's just start with that. Remembering to keep it very tight next to the house edge there. We don't want to cover all the colours that we've already placed down onto the card, so try and keep it as tight as you can. And now I'm going to use the dark denim. And this time a smaller stencil brush, so we can really get in nice and tight around the edge there. Let's have a look at that. There we go. I'm going to now do a little bit of shading on the house. So I've got two different yellows. I've got the Sahara and I've got the Sundance. So I'm going to start with the Sahara. And I'm just going to take that over the top. Just softens that stark white. And then I'm going to move on to the Sundance, which is a nice bright yellow. And I'm going to bring that down one side of our house. And already just by covering that side, it's starting to look a little bit more three-dimensional. I'm going to go back to our stencil brush that had the blue on. I'm not going to add any more just yet. I'll just see how much we've got on there. Just test the water first. I don't want to go in too dark too quick. It's quite amazing how much ink they hold So you can see now, just by lightening that side, it does give it that depth, that three-dimensional look. So now we're going to just add a few other little bits and pieces. So I've got some Posca pens. This is a really, really nice one. I don't know whether you can see it on the other card. It's a sparkly yellow, glittery, and that looks absolutely fab when you're highlighting, when you're putting the sun down onto one side. It really does lift it. So I'm going to add that to the side there. A little on the rocks down the bottom here as well, so the sun is all coming in on this side. I'm going to take the green. This is another glittery one. And just pop that over the top as well, like so. And now I've got my fine brush, and I'm going to go back to the dark denim, and I'm going to start just bringing in a little bit of shading under the roof there. And then going just along the edge, and that just makes things stand out that much more. And on the door as well, put a little bit of shading. So I've got the white here as well. So now you've darkened it, you're just going to pick up a few highlights. And on the stones as well. So all the time you're making it look a little bit more three-dimensional. I'm going to stamp a little fairy hive. Like so. Just needs joining up. And a little bit of glitter. So we've got some stickles here. I'm going to put that down at the bottom there. just going to put a little bit on here as well. Doesn't have to be the whole line, just little fragments of it. Again, it's just highlighting. And then we'll just pop a verse down the side there. So this time I'm going to use the Twilight. So just line that up. And if you haven't got this verse, just choose one that you like. And there it is. So no two cards will ever be the same, but that's not too dissimilar. But you can see yourself that lovely effect on that one side. So it's just a really nice, quick, easy card. Great one for using all your minis. So hope it's inspired you to have a go. Thanks for watching, guys. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.